was up in the air in my mind in the third round. It was definitely in Jackie's favor. So.
Justin's a local fighter, fights out of American fighters. These guys have a big following here today. I believe we have 6 fighters out of this gym tonight.
Nice. Yeah, it's a really good support system to have that team of fighters right here in Burlington, Iowa, and really happy to be able to give them a platform here in their hometown. Great relationship to have between the promotion and those fighters.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I thought Justin was a heavier fighter before, but I didn't realize that he was a 135 fighter. Crowd getting crazy for him.
Yeah, Justin's always been a crowd favorite here in Burlington.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Awesome. Ready to see some fireworks from these guys.
Presented by our good friends at Sonic, America's Drive-In, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, and fighting out of the blue corner, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 1/2 pounds. Representing Mock Jitsu and fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, ladies and gentlemen, here's Spiros Papi Chulo Karidis.
Papi Chulo Karidis.
And his opponent across the cage in the red corner, this fighter stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighted also at 135 1/2 pounds. Representing the American Pit Fighters and fighting out of Burlington, Iowa. Ladies and gentlemen, here's our hometown boy, Justin Samurai Dog Newman.
Crowd is ready for this fight.
Karidis looks like he's been here before. Looks pretty calm. Newman looks like he's ready to go from the start again.
feints, trying to get the distance here. Figure out who's going to throw what. Oh, knee. Nice knee there.
They're just throwing hands.
These guys both working that distance. Haven't quite measured it out yet.
It's always interesting to see, you know, who's going to, either one of these is going to favor the ground, or, you know, you see that shot come out of nowhere after you think you've got a stand-up fight on your hands.
Ooh, nice shot, nice hook.
Pressure
Get
against the
tied up
cage.
here. See what we got going. Oh, a knee to the body.
We have to be careful here that he doesn't get his back taken.
Yep. Work them underhooks. Fighting for underhook position here.
Justin looks like he's come a long way. Nice. Gerson holding him up against the cage now. Just back and forth.
A lot of dirty kickboxing going on here. Knees to the body, trying to keep people tied away. Ooh. Oh, nice hook. You guys are throwing haymakers at each other, trying to finish this one early. Letting the hands fly.
Justin's gonna have to be careful that that head doesn't get so low that he's open to a leg kick or a high kick.
Now these guys are starting to get their distance figured out. We're seeing some slips.
I can't tell from here, but it looks like Karidis might have a little bit of swelling in that left eye under it. Karidis has got great hands, great accuracy and speed.
He's moving in and out really fast, working well, dodging the punches.
But Justin, there is no quit. You know, he never backed down or shied away from any of that. He took it and just kept going. So, you know, if I can't, I'm really wanting to get a look at that eye. I mean, if there's some damage there, maybe you hand that fighter, his opponent, the round. It's pretty back and forth.
Decent. They had a couple decent exchanges there.
Yeah. It'd be hard to call.
Yeah, that would be definitely a hard one to call.
It did look. He
I would
caught
see
him.
Karidis as the aggressor for the round, though.
Karidis caught him with a good overhand right there.
Looked like Newman was trying to do a lot of counters, waiting for his opponent to come in and strike.
And again, we got a southpaw here in Newman. He'll tend to even, I feel like he's okay going back and forth. He's kind of a unorthodox fighter, always has been. But yeah, it looks like he's starting out a southpaw.
Here we go for another round two. Comes out with that sweeping leg kick and start off the round.
Now, is Karidis naturally a southpaw, or has he changed to compensate for this? It's an interesting fight.
Yeah. You know, I do that a lot when I fight. Change up just to throw off the opponent. There we go. Trying to figure out the distance again. No, counter.
Last time Justin fought here, he had, it was 2 or 3 fouls, low kicks to the groin, and it was just really frustrating. Almost had a DQ. It was kind of a threat at that point. I don't recall if that was how it happened, if we ended it in disqualification, or if we made it through.
You guys really trying to feel each other out. Start round 2.
That's right.
Nice hook. I think he caught him more in the shoulder, though.
And Justin does, he's never left, he's never got rid of that unorthodox style.
Yeah.
It'd just be, for a boxer or a fighter that's been working in the sport for years, you know, you get used to seeing one presentation, and then you get thrown in there with a guy like Justin, and it's just so hard to anticipate what's coming next. Throws you out of your rhythm.
Yeah, definitely. Karidis doesn't seem like he's moving forward as much this round.
And Justin seems like, I mean, both of them seem like they have cardio plenty to get through this round.
Yep.
Nobody's slowing down at this point.
Justin is throwing a lot more punches, it looks like. A lot more punches and kicks. Nice little exchange there. Say Karidis came out on top on that one.
Get down in the final moments of the round. There we go.
Be an end to round 2 there.
Another round where I hate to be the judges. I don't know.
Hate to see, I'd hate to have to score that.
Yeah. But action all the way through. It's good, you know, good day to be in the audience.
American Pit Fighters has a great team to corner you. I've always watched these guys, admired who they bring in, you know, help these guys out. A lot of knowledge there. A lot of knowledge with that team. All right, ready for final round, round 3. You see these guys turn up the heat for us.
I just have a sneaking suspicion that Karidis is going to throw and land a right in this. He's accurate, and he's shown that he's got power.
Oh, there it was. Oh, and he gets answered back. Both of them throwing hard.
Nobody's had any intention to go to the ground, so if that keeps up, it's going to be a great fight.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, nice. Piecing in combos together with the kicks. Karidis dropping his head when he sees his opponent throwing that punch.
He's throwing a little bit of everything. Punches, kicks. Oh. Newman answers back. Great fight.
These guys are doing a great job trying to turn it up, finish this fight before it goes to the judges.
Yeah, if you're in the cage.
You never want to leave it to the judges.
Definitely not in this fight.
You always feel cheated when you leave it to the judges and you lose a fight. So these boys are both going to come out here and try to finish this.
It's just too close. I'm sure that neither one of them are confident in having that be the outcome, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, nice nice hook. Oh, good block.
Nice.
Nice. He's on attacking that front leg, trying to take some of his power out of him.
You know, a little more focus on combinations. There
we go.
Is what you need.
Nice. Got 30 seconds left in this fight. These boys are gonna turn it up.
It's usually not going to be that first punch or first kick that's thrown in the competition. You gotta throw those combinations to get the knockouts, and that's what.
Trying to get the guillotine, hold him at the end here.
Here we go. Position probably doesn't have it. If he could clear that knee, left knee under.
No, and then the fight is over.
Great fight.
Nice submission attempt to try to end the fight. Oh, Andy cut his eye too.
Yeah, great fight. I'm not leaning one way or another on this, but that's a great way to end the fight.
Yep, that's a great way to end the fight. I think that both of them did a great job. This would be it would not surprise me if this ended in a draw.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
could
be
see
shocked
that
either.
I think both of them did great in this last round. I think that Newman did a little more, put a little more striking attempts in there. Tried to work his opponent a little more. His opponent picked his shots a little more in the third round. Along with that, Newman damaged his opponent. It looks like he cut him above the eye in that round.
And Justin's got to be really happy after the outing he had last time with the multiple fouls. I mean, obviously he wasn't meaning to do that, but you could tell he was frustrated when he left the cage, and to come back and have this fight is probably exactly what he was hoping for. Short of, you know, knocking out, winning, and having a clear-cut win, but he's got to be happy.
Get our judge's decision here.
Two fights, both went into the third round so far. There was a time where, you know, that was your biggest concern as a promoter here in Iowa, that everything would end in the first round within, you know, a few seconds. And we don't have that near as much anymore. The level of fighters has definitely improved in
I
this.
remember showing up to shows and having 21 fights on the card because you never knew, you know?
Yeah, yep.
And sometimes that fight, the show would start at 7:30 and then end at midnight.
You pretty much had to do it that way. You never knew how long they would go.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for these two warriors one more time. What a battle! Putting on the show for Mother's Day weekend, we do have a split decision.
Yep.
Judge number one scores about 29-28 for the fighter out of the red corner. Judge number two scores about 30-27 for the fighter out of the blue corner. Judge number three sees about 29-28 for your winner. Fighting out of the red corner! Justin!
Great.
Split decision.
Got to be happy with
Justin
that.
wins tonight. I really think it was the work he put in the third round to try to dominate. He showed a lot of ring control.
Yeah.
He was the aggressor.
He put in work until the very end, ended him, you know, near submission. At least was fighting for it.
Both of them did. Both of them showed a lot of heart. However, I think Newman came out and just, you know, showed the aggression in the third round.